Hello. You want to talk into the mic?
Oh, yeah. Probably should do that. Listen.
Don't act like you're new.
I'm super new.
Yeah, you're super.
The newest.
Delta 9 is a great thing. It's medicine for what ails you. Give me a mic check. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Okay. We'll check his mic when he gets in. Where's my... Oh, it's right there. Welcome to Kitchen Table Discussions. I'm Jim, and she is...
Alana.
Yes, with the light green eyes.
They're not... Oh.
Are they light green? I always say that.
They're green.
Let me just... Danny. I just wanted to center you up a little.
Center me up?
Yeah. So we will have a special guest. He's very special. And also this is a...
Spoopy.
Oh, excuse me. This is a Spoopy Halloween special.
Spoopy. We're so spoopy.
Huh?
Behind the green door.
Behind the green door?
Oh, it's red, but the movie.
Oh.
Porno.
Is it a porno?
Oh, yeah. The green room. The green room.
The green room.
Whoa. The Mandingo that has sex with the woman and a crowd of people in a restaurant. Is the green room? It's a real story.
I don't remember seeing that.
I
Yeah.
don't either.
Oh, it's an old classic.
What do you got there? You got a bunch of... You're jiggling some stuff. Is that all your vapes?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out which one's the newest because I get the most pull.
This bitch pulls out 4 fucking vapes.
I can't tell which one's. Oh, that's the one.
Is that the one?
That's the one. And we're live.
We are live. We are.
Oh, you're already on?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Okay.
So this is Omar. If you don't know, that's Omar.
Hi.
Hopefully you know, and if you don't, he and I do another podcast called what is that podcast called?
Kitchen Table Tattoos Discussions.
Check the box, but this is Kitchen Table Discussions, and thank you for joining us. Not live. No one is in. All right.
Hello.
It's about par for the course. So what we were going to talk about today, Omar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're... He looks like a kid that got in trouble. No, we.
I feel like it. Let me turn the volume off. Hold on.
This is our spoopy
Spoopy.
episode. Spooky.
Shut down.
Yeah.
Is that how you do it?
I don't know how to find the off button. Oh, and it got poopy. Shut down. I don't know how to shut it down.
This is the problem that men have finding the clitoris.
Yeah.
He can't even figure out how to turn the damn thing off.
And I found
on
out.
the iPhone, you just have to hold both buttons.
Say you just got to rub it in. Okay.
Oh, is it not?
Just wanted to
Put it right in my mouth.
Yeah, baby. Didn't want to cover your beautiful face.
She
And
has
by the
been
way-
glowing. She has been glowing lately.
By the way, I didn't do that. That's not from me.
Yeah, I had to do it.
She beats herself up in her sleep.
Yeah, I be running into shit and forgetting, and
I don't know. I will say, since this is the spooky episode, that is one of the signs of demonic oppression.
yeah, sure is.
Just saying. Yeah.
What?
Finding like weird bruises on your arms and
Yeah.
legs.
That was just somebody we know. all the time.
Or you could have an issue with your iron levels too.
Yeah, that is true. That is
Well,
true.
Charles saw her having 4 eyes the other day, 2 sets of eyes. So I think it's more of demonic possession.
Who? He saw who with 4 sets of eyes. Oh. Could be some of that. Could be some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear yourself okay? You sound a little quiet
Yeah, I
to me.
think so.
Okay.
Hi, Alana. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Pump the volume
Good.
on you guys.
I missed this.
You missed this? What?
Well, with her being on the show. But this is y'all's show. I'm saying
Yeah.
with her being there.
Well, she could come on our show too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have a female voice.
Yeah.
every now and then.
Not just my female voice.
No. No.
So we wanted to like, we usually do this. We try to do this every year, but like, I think,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we even do anything last? We did some kind of weird shit last year. And I think that was
Yeah.
right about the time that we kind of stopped making episodes.
Yeah.
That was the party last year when you were
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, and I brought my costume. We were gonna kind of. She brought hers, and I brought mine.
The Pokemon one?
She brought her
Yeah.
Pokemon, and I got Ash. I'm Ash.
Oh.
You
I don't
know,
know- I don't know
the
the
guy that
He's the
Pikachu's guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Ash.
Pikachu's buddy.
Yeah. I don't. We were supposed to go to a Halloween party, but they got nixed. So you know that was and I just surprised her with that costume, and then the Halloween party got canceled.
Yeah.
So
Oddly enough, that Pokemon. What was it? What was it?
It's Pikachu.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I thought that a Pikachu was like, that's pretty cool. Like in a
you can say what you were gonna say.
it's hot. I mean, for for a Pikachu. I mean, I was like,
Hey,
Pikachu's
Hey.
got boobies and stuff. That was also when I got nixed by y'all's friend.
oh shit! You better be careful. She might actually pop up in here.
She can pop up all she wants to.
He's talking about
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't cover that mic too well.
Oh.
Yeah, he was bummed out because,
All she talked about was her breasts.
yeah, she was letting everybody touch her boobs and
She said, "I'll be the one with the breasts. Come find me." Oh.
yeah. You breast believe it.
Bump.
No,
Lord.
And I even thought I would play it off smooth. Whenever I left, I like texted her and said, "You don't have to be in bed alone tonight." She said, "I sleep with my dogs. I'm fine."
she shut that shit down.
Quick. I think she wanted the 20-something-year-old that was in my chair when she came by and said all that stuff.
You think so?
Yeah, he's cute, I guess.
I can't even remember those were all like Gabby and Patty's friends.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you were fucking 18 sheets to the wind.
I'm not as much now.
No. You feeling a little bit less light and
Yeah.
airy? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might have taken some medicine before we left the house.
Good medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delta, can I help you?
So is that good? Okay, I'm wondering if I could take that and it wouldn't do the same thing that the other does.
What do you mean?
Well, the other makes me sick.
Like smoking versus. So.
No, it's both smoking.
Oh, okay. Well, I get gummies,
Oh, the gummies.
Delta 9 gummies at the smoke shop, and Delta 9. So I'm not smart enough to tell you like specifically, but there's like Delta 8, Delta 9, and Delta 10. I think strains of THC or something like that. Marijuana, like as we know it, the stuff that gets you high is Delta 9. But these, I guess because each serving is like under a certain amount of THC, they can sell them legally.
Oh, how convenient.
Because it's like super, super low dose. But like I like very rarely smoke or anything like that, so I get a buzz off of them when I take them.
So it's like what they call the regs, like the old stuff.
Sure.
Because the old stuff I could probably handle.
Sure.
You just can't find it nowadays.
Yeah.
Regs.
Regs. I don't think there is such a thing as regs anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It's all sticky, icky, gooey, pooey.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said if you could stick it on a wall, then it's good.
Is that right? Is that the metric?
He's dead.
Who's dead?
The guy that told me that.
Somebody told.
He wasn't just smoking weed.
No.
So do
Heroin
you know how
overdose.
much weed you have to smoke to die, to overdose?
For me, probably one joint.
No, to like actually overdose.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like
You
4
can't.
pounds. Or no,
can't.
no, like 24 pounds. I think.
Can't overdose on marijuana.
You apparently you can, but listen to what I'm saying. It's like 20 something pounds of weed. Who the fuck? Can
20 pounds.
Yeah, who can smoke that much?
Snoop Dogg.
No,
No.
no.
Cat Williams.
You got to, and you have to smoke it like in minutes. Like it
Yeah.
has to be like in like
Although
almost.
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible.
Unless you put someone in one of those boiler rooms and smoked them out.
Well, then they'll just die from suffocation at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I wonder, yeah. I wonder, yeah. Well, no.
Because there would be no oxygen left.
None.
It would just
Yeah.
be all
like-
weed.
Yeah.
You'd just be breathing THC, right?
Right.
Oh, that's not good.
Right.
Because that stinks, too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Imagine it would just be part of your DNA at that point. You might become a weed mutant.
Become a weed.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how much it's increased since the government's taken their interest in it? I think it was like 30-something%.
Yeah.
What?
The THC concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Because you have like labs making it now.
right.
Yeah. That's why everybody loves it.
hmm
And the vape pens and everything else.
Right. It's just easier and
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Whenever Frank pulls his out and he's like, yeah, we smoking the pot. I'm like, wow. Good for you.
hey, whatever gets his rocks off,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So happy fucking almost Halloween.
Happy
Happy almost
Halloween.
Halloween.
Do you we've kind of run the gamut on some of our spooky stories. Do you have any like ghosty stories, things that have happened to you?
No, we weren't allowed to do celebrating any Halloweens.
No, but have you ever had anything weird happen when you were like, I think that was a fucking like something was there, you know?
Supernatural.
Oh yeah, here in this place, yeah.
So for serious,
Last night.
tell me about it.
Oh, but it happens quite often. So I was hooking up the cameras and I was on the floor trying because I pulled. Okay, so you notice the Wi-Fi is out of that closet and it's in this one.
I didn't notice that, but okay.
Well, I needed that Ethernet cable.
Okay.
So I said, fuck it, I'll just put it all in there. Fuck. Well, I'm crawling on the floor and pulling the staples out. By the way, stupid move. Fucking staples.
He loves his fucking staples.
And I'm like laying there and I'm pissed off because one of them went like impaled me in one of these fingers. Anyway. And I had to pull it out and it's slowly because it's a staple and it's all the way in there.
It was in that bit.
And it hurt. And I'm like, ugh. So, and then I hear a woman's voice.
Really?
And I hear her like plain as day, and it wasn't a shriek. It wasn't like a scream. It was like a loud, like she was calling somebody or something.
Now I know, and you know, we've been in this building enough to know that like,
There's spooks.
well, you can hear shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the cat that hangs around the building fart outside.
I hear a cat meowing every time I take
Yeah.
a dump. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, how do you know it wasn't just somebody walking by?
It was a voice, and it sounded like it was like above me. I was laying here. It sounded like it was maybe 5 feet away.
Wow, really?
And I jumped up thinking, because I mean,
You thought somebody was in the room with you?
yeah, because I'm doing all this naked. You remember we talked about like.
My God.
We talked about like we talked about how I like to work on this place and I'll be naked sometimes. So I'm like, holy fuck, there's a woman here, and I'm thinking I can't be rude. I gotta put some clothes on. But then I thought, well, no, that's scary. How the fuck did someone get in here? So I go to check the door. Yeah, I got some shorts on, and I checked that door and I checked that door. Nobody. But that room's light was on, and I know it was turned off.
Yeah. Well, let's just PSA: if you're working with staples and you're of the male species,
We're lucky it didn't go in my dick, but you know.
I'm just gonna tell you, it's probably not a good idea to be doing it naked. Just saying, watch your willy.
Yeah, or getting on the ground slowly, not
Yeah.
just plopping down and he's.
What? Yeah. What if you fucking like had some kind of something happen and you had an emergency and you like seized up or something and emergency
I thought about that.
had to come in here and you're laying on the ground with staples sticking out of your finger and your dick hanging out.
Well, more importantly, I thought it was like you and Alana coming in.
Uh-huh.
I thought y'all were coming in. Maybe y'all forgot something.
We were coming in for a midnight
Because
session.
it sounded like her voice. At one point, I thought, the fuck, you know, maybe y'all were playing a game, but I wasn't going to message and say, hey, were y'all here?
Well, you definitely could have messaged us. I can tell you that we weren't playing. We don't really play those games.
No.
But that is freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, this place is old as shit. I don't know exactly how old this place is, but I can imagine that. And they say that like in places that have attachments or whatever, when you start doing stuff and like renovating and shit, it like kind of kicks shit up.
It pisses them off or something, because we were talking about that hole in the center over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see if there's any treasure or something like that in there. You know, maybe there's money. God, please.
Yeah.
And
probably some more like dead bodies.
yes, and that's what Charles said, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to roll up on that, because it's been sitting there for a while.
Well,
And we smell stuff over here. It might not be the sewage.
I don't know. I if it's a dead body, I would imagine it's like a cat or like a mouse.
What if it's that cat's dead that's meowing all the time?
Could be.
Like in American
I've heard
Horror
of that.
Stories.
I've heard of that.
Really?
I've heard of animals haunting places.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they're living beings. They got ghosts.
It's not always like ghosts aren't always like were people before. Sometimes it's just energy that has like scarred that particular area for whatever reason. It's like you can leave your energy behind.
Like a residual.
What if it's not ghosts at all? What if we never die and turn into ghosts? What if we die and go to another alternate, like parallel universe where we can't be seen?
It's a theory.
That is a theory. Yeah, parallel universes. What was it? Basically, that ghosts are it's like somehow where the veil between the parallel universes is thin, and you can hear them and see them only in certain places. And that's what we call portals.
Or maybe we're behind that veil and we're not seeing what's really in front of us.
Maybe. Have you seen the movie Others? The Others with Nicole Kidman?
If it's scary, fuck no. I don't watch it.
I forgot he don't like spooky shit.
No, Phantasm fucked it for me.
So this is probably not a good episode for him to be on then.
I mean, I got stories, but Phantasm fucked the whole shit out of me. I can't watch any scary movies.
I watched Phantasm. It did.
That old man with the gray hair.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
And what was that little ball?
The ball, yeah.
And
the ball just kept getting worse. Like
Yeah.
every movie after that, it was just fucking fuck them. It's one thing to have dead people, but it's another thing to have dead people with those fucking things.
yeah,
Yeah, fuck that.
yeah. For me, it was like Night of the Living Dead. That one fucked it. Like
The
not
original one?
Not the original one. The second one, because it was like an old black and white one, I think, that they did, and then they made a new one. And all I remember was the very first scene. I remember was like, because I got turned on, and then I was like, "What the fuck?"
You got turned on.
Yeah, you see this chick like off in the distance, and I think she was like a hooker.
Was she naked?
Well, she had like these like thigh high stiletto boots on, and
Show boobies.
it did show boobies. She was topless, and I was like probably the first like boobies I ever saw.
Yeah.
But she started like running towards this dude, and then when she got up to him, her face was all fucked, and she
Oh,
was like,
gee.
"Yeah." Then she
Yeah,
ate-
nobody wants to see
ate
naked
his brains.
zombies that are hot until
Yeah.
they get close.
Yeah.
It's not my first wife. Incidentally, my second one too. What was your first? What was your first scary movie?
I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street.
The one with Johnny Depp.
Maybe I'm thinking the wrong. No, I think Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, that's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but the
don't.
first-
I just remember Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, the first one. I honestly forgot that it had Johnny Depp in it.
I didn't
Completely
know he was
forgot.
in it at
Oh yeah,
all.
he got
You know?
fucked real hard.
Bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
not good.
Yelling for mom. Like, it's sad.
Like he had a waterbed, and he had a poster of some, us guys. I don't know if you had them, but I had them. Like just big old posters with like half naked chick in a car,
Right.
and he had one of those posters, and like he fell asleep, I guess, because you fall
with
asleep.
the TV on his
With
lap.
the
Who
TV.
does that?
Yeah. Well,
That's
on his
weird.
waterbed, nonetheless. But then he started like moving around like this, and he woke up and he looked he looked underneath him, and that girl was like her tits were out, and she was like in the waterbed, like like, and he was just like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then she goes and disappeared, and the next thing you know,
Grabs him.
fucked his ass.
Yeah.
That was-
Literally.
Yeah, that was not the fucking he wanted.
No, it wasn't.
No.
See, that's what you get when
It's
you're a
the
pretty
bad.
boy.
It's the bad. Yeah.
I guess.
Fuck him.
I mean, Freddie fucked him, and then later on in life, what's her face shit in his bed. He just doesn't have any luck with beds.
No.
God.
I heard you there.
I call that.
Did you ever watch Tell of the Body Thief or Tell of the Body Snatchers or The Body Snatchers?
Oh,
With
yeah.
Donald Sutherland.
Yes. You never saw the Body
I
Snatchers?
don't think so.
Bro. With they would like get your DNA, and then they went into these little pea pods, and then they would crack open, but you'd already be dead, but they would take your form. It was like aliens, basically what it was, and they would like take your form. And
there's one that I've always wondered. I can't remember the name of it, but this alien threw this little thing, and it was like it'd stick on you, and it like impregnates something in you, kind of like Aliens was.
I was gonna say that sounds a lot like Aliens,
but it didn't impregnate you. It stuck on you, and its tentacles like went into your arteries and took you over through that. That one was pretty bad. I can't remember the name of that one. I wish I could, because that one was freaking spooky.
I'm having a hard time thinking of that one.
I used to watch them all the time. You know.
Yeah.
Renee made me, but
Renee made you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sisters made me. They forced me to watch scary movies.
Yeah, it was funny to them to watch you get scared, right?
Right. Yeah.
Bitches be crazy.
They'd be literally sitting over there like. Pussy.
I'm all like, yes.
Yeah, but I think like the Nightmare on Elm Street, because I'll never forget it. Like my mom was going on a date or something, and she was like, "I'm going to Blockbuster." Okay, kids. So Blockbuster used to be a building where they would house VHS tapes, which is what we used to watch movies on.
Like Redbox, but a whole store.
Yeah, but so she was like, "I'm going to Blockbuster. What do you guys want to watch? I'm going out. I'm going to get you guys like 3 movies." And I was like, I didn't know what the fuck to watch, you know? Over the Top? I don't know.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they got all 3 of the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Oh, God.
And sat there and fucking maliciously made me watch. And eventually I was so like this into it, like I was pissing myself. But I was
gosh.
not like physically
okay.
pissing, but like
Jesus.
I was so scared for these people in this movie, and like so much into it and hiding and shit. They fucking snuck off and left me there to watch these fucking movies. And then they would sneak back in. Oh, that was so good. Let's watch the next one.
Do you remember the smell of Blockbusters?
Yeah. Smell like feet.
They all had the same carpety smell.
Yeah.
But it was always like cool to get video games.
And if you had a friend that worked there.
Or a friend that had a video game. Yeah.
Yeah. And they did. Yeah, Blockbuster didn't have a porn section.
No, Sight and Sound Video did. I couldn't wait till I turned 18.
Yeah. There was always an off brand, you know, like Blockbuster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they had.
If they had the porn section, they probably would have still been alive today, honestly.
I don't know, man.
I would have gone.
I don't know. Digital is taking over, and DVDs and movies. I don't care what it is. It's really like streaming has really fucked.
Yeah.
The porn industry.
Yeah.
That's true.
And a lot of other industries probably too.
And it sucks though, because you know you go get a movie and you kind of have to like it.
Well, it was
paid for it.
It was an event.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It was an event. You go, you get your Blockbuster popcorn, you get your fucking your movie. You know,
every now and then they had buy 2 get or rent 1 get 1.
Yeah. Get you some KFC on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing about Blockbuster though, my uncle, I told you he was a con artist. With Sears, Blockbuster was one of those people that banned him for life because he rented video games, all this stuff, video game consoles, more than one, and never returned them. He took them overseas.
Oh, shit.
He put them all in a container and had it shipped, because he knew when he was leaving. And before he left, he went to, all over the place, got stuff
Jeez.
on credit cards, Yeah.
And just took off and never came back.
Well, he got his Social Security checks. His brother stayed here and sent him his Social Security checks from the United States to, where is that?
The fuck?
Hadn't had a job in over 34 years.
Wow.
He conned me out of my BB gun.
Fuck that guy.
And later on, my car stereo.
This was your uncle?
Mm.
That's a horror story in and of
It
itself.
is. But I stole a porn from him one time, so it was cool.
It all washed out.
Mhm.
Like a magazine or
Yeah, a magazine. I duct taped it underneath my long sleeve shirt.
while you were, that was some ingenuity.
It was a
right there.
damn good. I
Yeah.
still remember that motherfucker. It was damn good, too. Yeah,
It must have been really worth it.
it really was, because I had to give him a hug, and he felt it and had to run away. I had to, like, it's nothing, and I got in the car.
I'm going to get that gnat.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was good.
I think I've talked about this before. I can't remember. But I definitely talked about it on our show, but like I found porn in the woods.
Found porn in the woods.
Yes.
You gonna explain?
So I almost feel like there's such a thing as the porn fairy.
Okay.
Okay, and what they do is they have like a handful of magazines, and they put them in the woods near some place, and they just tuck them under something so they don't get like super wet. They're gonna get moist a little bit,
Yeah.
but like palm fronds or something. They put it in there,
Florida humidity.
specifically so that young men that are out doing whatever find them. Because we would be out fucking around in the woods, climbing trees, fucking whatever, building bridges over water that didn't need it. We thought we could float on a pallet. And we put it in the water and the pallet floated. And then we stood on it and it just sunk. But later that day, we were flipping through the woods and I saw something. It looked odd. Like why are all these little palm fronds like strategically broken off and laying on the ground? So we started kind of pulling them back, and it was like a light shone down. Oh
my God.
Yeah, you like that?
That's nice.
Yeah,
I
and
like how your fingers did the whole.
and there they were. It was like 5 or 6 different porn mags in pristine condition. They were just a little moist.
Some kid stole it from his dad.
I'm thinking either that or some homeless dude or some guy that was like, hiding the shit from his wife, and he would go out to the woods and beat off.
Or his parents.
Could be.
From his wife. That poor guy.
Yeah, I did that. I hid shit from my wife when I was married. Did I tell you that? I told you that, didn't I?
I feel like I knew that, yeah.
Yeah, we had like this attic you can stand up. Well, mine in the first house that we lived in, my attic, you couldn't stand up in. You could like low crawl like Spider-Man, but I had a big old black bag that I had up there, and I put plywood down all up in there so we could kind of like store shit. And I would get up there and go crawl all the way to the back, which was actually the front of the house, and I would. Right up there in the attic, I had me a little cum rag.
It wasn't
up there.
hot up in there?
Oh, it was hot as hell, but that helped with lubrication. Didn't have to spit so much.
That's a topic that needs to be discussed. Do you realize
We're taking a turn from the Halloween special. It could be scary for you folks.
it
Anyway,
is scary that sometimes men feel like they have to do that.
Yeah.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, I was just like, "Catch me, bitch!" And I would jack off in front of her door.
well, we don't like jerk off in front of each other,
No.
which is weird.
You gotta be comfortable. I guess
We're comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you don't pull out the things that I'm talking about.
no. I think the reason
we've used some of the same toys that I've used before.
yeah. I guess
my solo sesh.
I'm just like, I feel like, because there's sometimes, she's there and maybe she's working or whatever. And I'm like, there's no one else home and I want to bust a nut, but I just don't. Because I'm like, I don't want to do that in front of her like that. Because, she could just come over here and suck my dick,
What if it turns her on? Like, it turns me on seeing a woman masturbate.
Yeah.
It turns me on more than
Oh, no,
anything
it's same.
in the world. Yeah.
I love it. I love
Just
that.
even thinking about it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the forced orgasms.
Do women feel that same way? Do women feel like it's hot if I see a man check off?
I think everyone has their kinks and stuff like that, you know.
I think most men would say they like seeing a woman masturbate.
Yeah.
Y'all got some awesome stuff. It's true, right? I mean, you can't replace it. I mean, it's just amazing.
No, it is. It's
amazing.
Awesome. It's very awesome.
God, I would love to have like half of me.
So, like, if you were like a hermaphrodite,
no,
you had a dick and
half
a
of my
pussy.
body being a woman.
Oh,
Yeah, but only the parts that I want.
Oh my
Did you get it?
God.
no. That Nat fucks with us every time we sit down.
Like I'd want the vagina like right here,
Oh,
so I could look at Anst.
how would you put your ween in it?
It ain't about that. I'd rather look at it.
Oh,
Yeah. Found out yesterday, Ilana. I got to tell you this.
please do. We're all ears.
Sorry.
No.
They were arguing with me that squirt is pee. And I kept telling them, no, it's not. Because it happens whenever a woman climaxes.
Right.
Otherwise, she's just peeing all over me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She looks it up. Women have glands that are like prostate glands.
Yes.
Granted, there's some of that fluid that's in there, but it's majority pee.
That's not what I heard.
That's what the scientist said on the thingy.
Well, which I mean,
Was
it was
it a
one.
male scientist? Because I've watched a female doctor talking about it.
So it's not. I don't know what to believe now.
Well, you have to
it
use
goes,
multiple sources.
It goes, I think, through the urinary tract, so
Mm-hmm.
that is why there is residual urine in it, but it's not mostly pee.
Well, it did say that though. It did say that if they have a full bladder, there's going to be more pee in it than
Right.
not.
Yeah. Well, and there's also studies that they've done where they did like ultrasounds of women's bladders
Yeah.
and had them like empty before like something sexual or whatever, and then did another ultrasound in the middle of when they were super aroused, and it like their bladder was like it was just filling up, and they're like, where the fuck is it
With
coming
what?
from?
Yeah, where's it coming from?
Well, like you said, there are glands apparently that I guess release fluid, and they think that is what is kind of supplying squirt, I guess.
Do y'all ever, as humans, feel like, oh my God, we have all this amazing stuff, and don't do anything with it? You know what I mean? Like y'all could take over the world easily.
Yeah.
Cleopatra, how many?
Well, they're
how many-
ruling it quietly from the
I
shadows.
mean, just saying, Jesus,
Yeah.
you could just
Not
rule it.
not all powers in front of and yelling about it to the world.
I mean, y'all have. I mean, think about that for a second. And do you feel it? Like, if we could switch places, would I feel those things inside her, and her feel those things inside me that we don't feel without? You know?
Like a feeling or like
yeah,
a
like that
actual
little thing that comes out whenever a woman comes. That little bulb that goes. Bloop.
You mean the clit?
No, the bulb that goes. Bloop. It like peeks out and goes. Bloop, and then comes down. You know what I'm talking about? It's right.
I
It's
think I know
right
what
before
you're
the.
talking-
It's right before the G spot. It's that one. It's like a plum size almost sometimes, and it goes, bleep. So I think. Anyway, it comes
The
out.
thing that pushes your ween out.
Yes.
It does kind of
Yeah.
push it out.
Yeah. That thing. I forgot what we were talking about, but fuck.
You were talking about the little bulb.
Yeah, that thing. I mean, if we would feel that, I wonder.
You were
if
you were asking if we
No.
feel the same feelings that they feel inside their
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah. If we had y'all's bodies, would we feel?
I mean,
something
obviously, if we were chicks, we'd feel the same way that chicks do.
Yeah.
different? But I'm saying, do they feel those things as they like as a woman comes? Do they feel the bleep ball?
I think you would find that not all women's anatomy is going to be the same, but I don't know. Like, there's definitely certain sensations and stuff like that that I recognize and things that go on with my body during, sexual act or whatever.
Coitus.
I don't I mean, I can speak for myself. I would venture to say that every woman's probably going to vary, though, the same way that, women vary in what turns them on and what gets them going and what they specifically need to climax and things of that nature.
Do you
know
ever
what I
shock
mean?
yourself? Do you ever shock yourself? Like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
No.
No?
I don't think so. No.
I did today.
You shocked yourself?
Yeah, I got a new pump.
Did you?
Too much. Too much.
Too much pump?
I was afraid I was going to have it again. I had to
It wouldn't go away?
I was afraid that it was too much. It went away, but it was too much.
Explain too much.
It was too.
It worked too well.
Too well.
Is that what you're saying?
It was too taut, and too.
Did it hurt?
Very much.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you leave it on too long or something?
No, it was from the gate, and I've never had anything like that. Like I've never bought one that was like that way.
I mean, that tulip that I bought works really fucking good and fast.
I've heard about that.
Well, I was watching something today, and it was about like penis pumps, and this chick was talking. She's like some kind of doctor or whatever. Chicks always. It's so funny that like girls get on like TikTok and talk about like they're like experts on dudes.
Yeah.
Feelings and like internally and externally, physical and mental. Like you might not be. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I am a dude. But she was just saying like, something about to the effect that like a penis, like because somebody asked, I guess, like what is the use of a penis pump, and she said, well, it will expand all the capillaries in there, and then enough to where the blood will fill it, and it will add girth and length. And it'll usually stay for about an hour and a half, and then it'll start to kind of. I was like, shit, all I need is like 3 minutes.
Unless it's too much. And when it's too much, you better pull it off and just stop.
Yeah.
And whenever I took it out, it was like I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and it was still puffy, like around the mushroom head.
I don't know. I would feel like I was dreaming, and I woke up, and I was like, holy shit, it was not a dream. My dick is still good. It's still huge. Because I would probably, my luck, it would probably shrivel up to like a peanut, Like, I feel like with me, it would go the opposite direction, like, whereas, like, like most people just shrink back to normal, where mine would probably shrink down smaller.
Kind of like with someone with curly hair cutting their hair, and now it never gets curly again.
Yeah.
That's odd. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever pumped? Have you ever
No,
pumped?
I don't. We have nipple suction cups. Like you put them on and you crank them and they suck.
Have you ever pumped your vagina? Like, have you pumped your vagina?
I don't believe we have.
Have you seen one?
I mean, we could use them nipple cups on your pussy. But
Have you ever seen a pussy like pumped?
I have seen a pussy.
Isn't it
It's
odd?
gross looking.
No. It's like a bunch of marshmallows.
What do you think about it?
Yes, marshmallows.
Have you seen it? Have you done it?
I've not done it.
Have you done it yet?
I wonder if it's just as sensitive as a man.
Probably makes it more sensitive. I'd imagine.
I don't want to put my penis in it. It's kind of difficult. You're right. It's not that attractive. But,
I mean, we've seen murder. What is it? Horror porn.
Really?
Yeah, horror porn. Oof.
Really?
Yeah, that lady's pussy.
No.
It looked like a monster, and the
It
dude
looked
was like licking,
somebody threw a grenade in there
and the guy was like down licking
and
it.
it blew up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was fake. That shit was not real.
But I
there ain't
can
no
see
way
someone
that thing
doing
was
that.
real.
I mean,
someone
it
could do
could
that.
be. I mean,
Why
you
would
think
you
about
fuck with
all
someone?
the, things that can happen that cause deformities and stuff like
I
that.
guess, man, but like it just didn't even. It didn't look real. It didn't look real. It looked like it was fake. It looked like really bad CG, but it wasn't CG. Like bad animatronics. Like
Wait,
Star Wars 1.
Was it the movie where the woman had the thing that like cut off their dicks? And everything?
No, I don't think it would cut
No.
off a dick, but it looked like it might. It looked like it had some teeth in it.
Yeah, it had that 80s name.
Do you remember the
Steel
Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It looked a little. Actually, it looked more like. You remember the guy? Okay, I'm going deep. So RoboCop,
Yeah.
number one, when they're at the end of the movie and they're at the toxic waste plant, and the guy gets hit by a car and gets pushed into, or a big old van, and gets smashed into this big toxic waste tank, and then the back doors of the van open up and all this toxic waste comes out, and his fucking skin is like hanging off of his fingers and his face. Oh fuck, help me. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
What happened to that guy? I mean, was that a character that was going to?
Yeah, it was just a character, but it wasn't like a main character or anything.
No, was it going to be a spin-off? Was
No.
that in the comics? Was that?
No, he was a side villain.
Yeah.
He ended up getting splattered into a million pieces by an SUX 5000. That was hilarious. They named the cars SUX 5000. Sucks. 5,000 cocks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tip your wait staff. I'll be here all week.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What happened? They didn't want to laugh. They didn't think it was funny.
No, somebody fucked up the applause sign and the laugh sign. It's fine.
I didn't touch it. I did not touch it. When I clean the table off, actually, I don't even clean those. I don't move them.
There's just
they're out of
dust.
sorts, then I'm like, it's
You can move it. It's not gonna fucking
you, because then something's wrong. It's my fault. Just like this, not happening.
Just like what?
The thing being out of thing.
Thing being out of thing?
Yeah, this applause and the other thing.
Oh no.
That's why I don't touch them.
No, you can't fuck that up.
No, I'm not touching them. I may slide them over to this side's cables makes this not be able to go like perfectly straight.
What do you mean?
So try to put those two together.
Oh no, I know. I'm actually thinking about moving them, doing it like that, swapping them.
What do you think?
That way I don't have
No
to do
idea.
this. That way I don't have to do this, and I can just have this over here, and I can just do it like that.
They need to make this where it's a foot control, foot pedal.
I don't know, man. That's
You're a drummer. That would be easy for you to do.
oh my god.
And you wouldn't be able to. You
Well,
wouldn't have to use your hands.
what is that thing? That thing you that little switcher box that you have that you want me to try so badly?
The Stream Deck.
Yeah. So Stream Deck has a foot pedal. Yeah.
That works with that.
It only can
Son of a
switch
bitch.
between two things though.
Do you know Elgato makes the Stream Deck?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. That was scary.
That was Spoopy.
It was spoopy.
It was Spoopy.
So, yeah. Are kids even doing Halloween this year? Are they even like trick or treating, or is it all just trunk or treat? And
I know there's still people trick or treating and stuff.
I put a candy out if I like them, and not. I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't buy no candy. Did y'all buy candy?
Well, no.
The Evie, I figured y'all would.
No, she didn't want to go trick
Well,
or treating this year.
she makes her a Halloween basket, kind of like Easter basket.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
She's so creative like that. Love it.
Yeah, 1 in a million. No, no, you know that.
Yeah.
right?
Speaking of that, might as well, since there's no one watching. Are you coming tomorrow or weenie roast?
What are you talking about?
I sent you a message on Facebook Messenger too, and he apparently mentioned something to you.
Yeah, last time we were here, we talked about it last weekend.
Yeah, I can definitely. At what time?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I have appointments. I have Amy Jo and her.
Well,
Okay.
it'll be running from 3 to probably at least 7.
Okay, then yes.
So,
Yeah.
like Bianca's, she doesn't even get off till 4, so she'll be coming in a little bit later.
Okay. Just so you know, like holidays, I don't even really acknowledge them.
Nor do I, but we just it's more like a family gathering.
Well, no, it's just
Yeah.
I forget that there's even a holiday because I've never kept up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a point of contention with my wife's.
Trust me.
Kids.
I understand about. I don't know, man. Like holidays were always super fun for me. I used to love them, and I don't know if it was because of the divorce or whatever. But like, I just kind of Christmas was the first one that was shot. Like, I just don't give a fuck about Christmas, and like Thanksgiving, I never really cared about Thanksgiving. I don't watch football. I don't, I don't.
watch
I mean,
football
I like
either.
to eat, but I don't know. I just you always have to go over to your like relative's house or something and act real, and it's just real
You gotta
awkward.
act like you give a fuck about
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, have you been?
I can't believe it. I'm so sorry that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, and you've seen people that you don't see except for one day a year.
Yeah.
And it's someone that you usually don't fucking like, and you're gonna have to be nice.
Yeah.
Get them a present.
Yeah.
That's why I like to host, because then I can control who's coming.
Yeah. For me, it was more like I was always gonna hear the same thing every holiday.
Just saying.
It makes sense.
From my dad. From my dad, it was always gonna be, "What's this? What's this? Why you do this, sister?" And then my mom was always, "I'm so sorry, kids. This is all I could do," because my dad controlled the money. So my mom always made us feel guilty, and my dad always made us feel like shit.
Well, then we'll just look at it as a friendly family
Definitely, because
get together.
I don't even like food, and I hadn't liked food until literally that banana pudding night. Because I could just eat shit. You've heard him talk about that. I eat shit, but whenever there's the real stuff,
He doesn't eat actual shit, but it's just shit food.
I could care less what it is. It could be like the cheapest shit out there.
Yeah.
But whenever you brought that over, I started feeling good about food again.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
when's the last time you had a weenie on a stick?
Last night, mine. I mean, if I was ever going to suck it, it would have been last night. I'm letting you know that right now. Without Cialis Viagra.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking thing was like killing me.
I meant food weenies and s'mores.
Wait, weenie s'mores sounds good.
Well, we're gonna have hopefully, knock on wood. I don't like, not real superstitious, but we're gonna have a fire going. Hopefully, it's not like super hot outside, but we're gonna have a fire and everybody will sit around outside. You put a weenie on a stick and you hold it over and you cook it and you slide it off into a bun and you put your shit on it and eat it.
not real shit, no.
No, like your mustard and your shit, you know, and then after that, we'll have s'mores.
Chicago dogs. You ever had a Chicago dog?
Can't say I ever have.
Oh, I love it.
What does that consist of?
If I remember correctly, it's got jalapeno, sauerkraut, mustard, and onions, and all the nasty smelling stuff.
That just sounds like too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know.
Tell me what you don't know.
About the hot dogs.
Sounds like a lot of shit on a hot dog. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of shit. I just like mustard.
Oh, I also bought the outdoor version of Throw Burrito.
Yeah,
It is a dodgeball card game. And I got the outdoor version, so the burritos are like this big.
Instead of a dodge ball, it's a burrito.
You get to hit each other with it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'll be. I got. That's like that pie one in the face. I like that one too. Like,
I don't think I've ever played that.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of videos.
I've watched people play it. It's enjoyable. I don't play it, but yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, we don't play games here.
You know, put marbles in there and then put the whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
Pow.
Is that what it is? Or do you
Yeah.
you're not, you just added the marbles?
You just add the marbles. They got to be the big ones, otherwise the small ones don't hurt.
I'm not bringing marbles anywhere near you. They'll be in your asshole.
But not too many. Yeah, they would.
I like how he stopped what he was saying just to confirm what you said was accurate.
Can confirm. The marbles will be in my butthole.
I haven't played with my butthole in forever though. It's been a long time.
Oh man, you got virgin bunghole then.
No, it's not virgin. That's that one thing. No.
We didn't get a lot of talk about ghosts and scary stuff, but some might say that this topic is a little spooky.
But I do believe in ghosts for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, because here's a good one. You know the refrigerators that had the water thing that you push the thing
Yeah.
and the water comes out? I guess they still got those.
Yeah.
My dad, when he went overseas and he came back a born again Muslim. Right?
Okay.
Keep that in mind. My sister Renee had Michael Jackson posters, Bon Jovi posters, the big ones. Remember the same height?
Yeah.
Bon Jovi was short, but yeah. And she had them all in a room. He made her take them all off because in the religion you can't have anything that resembles any living thing. Put them in the garage and threw the cat out that she had. And then so that night we were watching he wanted us to watch, like, I think it was like The Lion of the Desert. It's the story of Muhammad. And so we had to sit there and watch this movie about Muhammad. And no shit, we heard a bang, 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 bang on like the door that goes from the kitchen to the garage where all the shit was at. My mom hops up thinking that one of the kids in the street had like, we had this one kid that was like mentally, I don't know what the right way to say is.
Unstable.
Retarded.
Yeah, you can say that. I think.
Okay.
I'm not really supposed to say that. Just
What do you say? What do you
mental
say?
handicap.
Okay, had a mental handicap. And
They're
Gary
handy capable.
Leggett would come in that house and he would get a glass of water and leave. He would like just walk in. Hello, guys. And then
Oh God.
he'd get a glass.
That is definitely not okay.
He'd get a glass and he'd get some water and then he'd walk. And he walked like, gotta go.
Canceled. We were canceled.
So we thought it could have been him because it happened so often. This fucker did it. But the door was shut. The garage door was shut. So we just like played it off. And then the refrigerator where the water was, it started going in and out on its own. Like not water coming out. The thing,
Like the
was
pushing in.
And so we thought that's kind of odd too. So my mom unplugged the refrigerator and it kept doing it.
Whoa.
But water wouldn't come out, obviously.
I mean, yeah, when it's unplugged.
But it kept pushing in and out, in and out. So my dad, she took the water off. Then my dad unplugged it. So there were 2 occasions. And then he moved it into the garage.
He said, fuck that refrigerator.
Yeah, he thought it was broken. He said, y'all don't worry about it. It's not a ghost. It's stupid. Just put it in and he put it in the garage. So now we got the posters and we got the refrigerator in the garage. And then it bang, bang, bang. And it wouldn't stop for like 10, 20 minutes.
Wow.
And you could see the door
moving. And did y'all ever open it to see if someone was on the
Fuck, I
inside?
didn't. No, I went in my room and I cried.
Oh my God.
I went under the bed and I fucking cried. I thought I was going to die by some ghost or something.
Sounded a little poltergeisty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it was, my dad, like, had all this stuff that was on the walls, and we could have swore Renee was possessed because she was, like, such a bitch. Seriously, at that time, she was
How
such a
old was
bitch. She was 15.
Okay, so I'll just tell you that girls at 15 and 16 years old are possessed.
They are possessed.
Well,
They're PMS possessed.
No, she was like her cat was, she named her cat Black Sabbath, which is cool to a degree, but she named it that because it would attack everybody except her. It attacked everybody. And we thought the only reason why it didn't attack her was because she threw it one time and against the wall.
Shit, motherfucker learned its lesson.
Yeah, but
Don't fuck with that
don't
one.
fuck with Renee. But we also thought maybe it was a little bit retarded because she threw it against the fucking wall. And then you know, when the cat was gone, I think the cat was possessed. And when the cat was gone, where was that spirit going to go? It's just hanging out with Bon Jovi and Michael Jackson. I don't know. But
that's a good theory.
We saw the door because it wasn't a solid door. It was one of those cheap ass doors. My dad didn't get the real stuff. And so it was like a veneer and it was just pushing like in and out. It was weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. And then, so I started believing ghosts after that.
I remember, I don't know, man, like this story doesn't have like a punchline or anything. I just remember the feeling. Like when I was a kid, like being a little kid, growing up in my grandparents on their farm, you know, we spent like 3 or 4 years there. And, cause you know, it was right after my mom and dad's divorce. And then shortly after that, he like took his own life. And, my mom was working and they lived so far away. So she would just leave us there for the most part. We might've went home once a week. But that they had a trailer on their land. That's what they lived in. And you know, like when you go into a place and it's all quiet inside because there's no one in there but you. And I don't know what it was about that trailer, man, but I went back to like their bedroom and it just got even quieter than quiet. And then I got so creeped out just being in there. Like I had to get the fuck out. You know, and I don't know what the hell that was, but I mean,
was it air dense? Was it like
it felt like it was hard to breathe in there. Yeah, it was just bad juju.
Yeah.
But I mean, all this land, you know, was inhabited by Indians. Sorry, Native Americans. I apologize to my people.
Indians have dots.
Sure. Yeah.
That type of Indian,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, and then
know what I'm do you?
they put a rut on the ass. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean that was just like my first, and I didn't really think about it until I was older. You don't think about that shit. Like, what the fuck was that? And then you like learn about, oh shit, they talking about there's ghosts. Like, for real? You start learning stuff, and you're like, that might have been some ghosty shit, but I don't know. Just a creepy feeling. Thought I would talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't they say that you get cold? Like, don't they say that
they do say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, like a cold. Sometimes you feel a cold chill. Sometimes it feels like if they say that like if a ghost goes through you or touches you, you feel like almost like static, and you get itchy.
That's all the time.
Yeah.
In my nuts.
It's because you need to wash them. Bitches.
No, it's the beard thing. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop having bearded guys suck your dick. I mean. Tell them that. What was that one story that you told me about the? It was on the base, and you were there, and you got like your mom and dad went bowling or something, and you had your friends over, and like the radio came on by itself.
No, the
TV,
the computer, like we heard it playing Wheel of Fortune. It was like the old like DOS system, you had to like put in your like little / with the keywords to make it run the program. Well, one of there was Solitaire, Wheel of Fortune.
Back then you had to really work to get them bitches to come on.
And I can't remember, there was like a couple other games, but like we fucking heard the computer come on and Wheel of Fortune was playing, and it freaked us the fuck out. Because like we're, I think 9 and 10 staying home. We lived on base at the time and had, my friend, neighbors and stuff like that.
Well, throw it away?
No, we tried to tell my parents about it, but they were like, oh, maybe, you just misheard it, or maybe our next door neighbor has it or something and you just heard it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
debunked.
Isn't it weird how adults can kind of change that and make it sound like you're stupid for thinking that?
Well, that's what they say. Like, a lot of people aren't as sensitive to those type of things as adults because essentially most parents have taught you, oh, it's just your imagination. Oh, you're just mishearing it. Oh, it's just a coincidence. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. And so they've created those excuses in your subconsciousness to reject the things that you see or hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard a theory.
That sucks.
Yeah, I heard a theory that kind of falls in line with that, but it's like it's something about why we don't remember our dreams. And I imagine it doesn't fall in line with every single person, but like it's just a theory that someone had. I guess there was a dream book that someone read and told me about. Anyways, it stuck with me. But when you're a kid and you have a bad dream and you wake up screaming or whatever, and your mom or dad come in and they like, they hold you and they're like, it's okay, it was just a dream, just forget about it, it was just a dream, it's not even it's not real. And they tell you that every time. So it's like conditioning. And they condition you to eventually to where you just stop fucking remembering your dreams even when they're really, really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the bad ones.
You remember the bad ones?
Sometimes.
The worst dreams for me are the ones that like I'm dreaming that I'm at my work.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm on the job, and then I wake up going, fuck, now I have to go in.
Yeah, my worst ones are dreaming that I'm at your work. I know, I asked him one time if I could go with him on the truck, thinking that'd be fun, hanging out.
Yeah.
They won't let me.
No, you have to be
I don't like them.
an employee of that company. I almost said it.
I could be a volunteer.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I mean, well, back then you had a car. I told you can drive your car and follow me around and come to the.
It's not the same thing. I can't hang out in the truck holding the little hand thing, going, "Hello,"
There's no hand thing.
You don't have a hand thing?
No.
I got to sit down.
Huh?
I'd have to sit down.
There's a chair. There's a seat.
Yeah, no, I was talking about like hanging. You know,
Like a Subway.
rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat, and the guy on the back
Ding
going,
ding. Yeah, there's none of that.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a garbage truck.
Well, fuck it.
I can
Doesn't
hook
sound
that.
like as much fun now, does
No, it doesn't. I have to sit there.
I can hook that up.
You mean
though.
we'd have to have a conversation? I just wanted to hang out.
My nephew, he works for Waste Management. I can hook that up if you want to hang off the back of the truck.
No, that's no. No, I was like hanging out with you and then eating chips. Oh,
It's all right.
okay.
It's all right.
Ahoy. That's
Yeah.
just Ahoy, chips Ahoy.
Sure. Whatever you want to say.
There's lots of chip companies. Though,
Yeah, there
so.
is lots of chip companies.
Yeah, a lot of Chips Ahoy companies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. Maybe one day, like my last day. On my last day, I will drive that bitch to the
That'd be so
to your
fun.
house and pick you up.
I'll make a handlebar thing.
Yeah.
I'll use a belt. I don't
You
give a
gonna
fuck.
staple it in?
I probably will.
Fucking staples everything.
I'll have to
else.
lose a lot of weight though. Can you imagine me trying it? Hey, watch this. Do
Dear Lord.
you have like a walkie-talkie? or a CB radio? No, that's not even. No wonder you hate your fucking job. I would too. Like, it's got to have a walkie-talkie.
Don't have a walkie-talkie.
Hey, Brown Bear, this is Duty Bear. So
We have there's GPS on the truck though.
that's GPS. That's to tell you where to go. It's not saying.
That don't tell me where to go. It tells them where I've been.
Oh, they keep track of you too?
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. No way. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't sneak off.
No,
You can't like. Is it a standard truck? Like,
it's automatic.
So you can't even run the gears and run the gas out of it and go get more
No.
gas. Oh, there's no
I
fucking
mean,
off.
it's diesel, so I mean, if I leave it sit,
It's still not going to be like take a while.
yeah, it sure
Yeah,
does.
you can't fuck off.
No,
They know if you're fucking off.
I get to where I'm gonna go, and then I shut that shit down.
Mm. No.
That's what I do.
Whenever I worked for Texas Electric Utility, we would do that. We would like run through all the gears and waste the gas
Yeah.
if we wanted a day off.
Is that they didn't give you gas card or none of that shit?
Well, yeah, but usually the digger truck and the pole truck. So when you framed we did conversion, single phase to triple phase, and we were usually out with a whole bunch of cows. And so it's like, what the fuck are we gonna do today? Be hanging out with cows. So usually the digger truck, if you were on that one, you weren't gonna be needed till the shit was framed yet. So we got to go play around on the digger truck and do stuff.
I'm sorry. The what truck?
The digger truck.
Okay. I was just making sure you didn't say the special word. It sounded a little bit.
Oh yeah, no.
Similar.
It would drill the holes and then it would like put the augers in that kind of
I got you.
yeah.
It dug shit.
Yeah, and that guy was always coked up. So
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So in Cumbie, Texas, that's where most of all the meth and coke came from in that part of the quarter of Texas. Cumbie, Texas, you just dialed the last four numbers of the phone number. There was that little amount of people in there.
Really?
The town, yeah. Almost everybody lived in a trailer house, which was, I don't have anything against it.
No.
But in each trailer house, there would be another trailer house. And you knew that was the one that was either making it or selling it.
Oh,
Because they weren't going to do it in their own home.
right.
Yeah.
But right next door to it would be fine.
Yeah, exactly. But you would
Yeah.
smell it. You could smell it
Really?
cooking. You could smell it cooking.
And that shit's like toxic as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you up, man. Might
So
be what's wrong
imagine
with you.
doing a conversion out in the middle of a cow pasture, and you smell it, and there's only one trailer there.
Oh God.
That's where it's at.
All right, y'all, stay away from that one. That one right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's bound to blow the fuck up.
Yeah. Coke was for them rich people in Florida.
Yeah.
It was all meth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every now and then there'd be some that just fall off a truck, but they supplied it,
Jeez.
and everyone got it from there.
That's spooky. That's spoopy.
Girls were taking it just to lose weight. It was like one of those things. Instead of going and get diet pills, they go get some meth.
Yeah, except the meth is gonna take your life.
That did happen. Maybe
gonna
that's
lose
why
their
they only
teeth.
had. Maybe that's why they had to dial the 4 numbers. Maybe they just kept dying off. I don't know.
I heard that losing your teeth thing is like a myth.
No.
It's not from the meth. It's from the fact that they just stop fucking taking care of themselves.
I mean, I
I've
guess
heard of
it
that.
could be, but I mean,
That's just what I heard a doctor on
I
Joe
heard they
Rogan
got
saying
sores.
that.
They get sores and they get.
anytime you're gonna snort stuff, though, I mean, it's coming down.
Snort meth.
Yeah, it's a real dumb way to do it, but
So
I've known.
meth and crank is the same thing, correct? So
yeah,
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
snorting crank.
yeah. I remember when I first started doing it, we were snorting it, and that shit burnt so fucking bad.
Did it?
We're like, there's got to be a different way. And then, like, one of our friends showed us, it was called parachuting, where you put some and, like, you like, break off this little piece of toilet paper, and you, like, put it in there and wrap it up and twist it and you just swallow it.
See, crank would melt, but by the time it touched your hand, your body temperature would make it melt. It was like weird.
See, we used to get, like, it was all crystallized with the stuff that we did.
Then what the fuck is crank?
Maybe it's just, like, a different way of making it.
It was.
I think it's got similar ingredients, though.
Let me just say that for the kids out there, we don't condone
Nope.
no
the use of meth
100%.
or
not.
Adderall.
That shit is deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly. Because I will say that's the one thing that I will say I felt like God had touched like I was invincible with the.
You think?
like,
Yeah.
I would get into fights on purpose because I would want to feel if it would hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We go to the bowling alley and we would just start fights. Me and this guy from Oklahoma. Come to find out he was a twin. We never knew which one we got. This is the story. It's like an urban legend in Paris,
It's kind of
Texas.
funny. I sent her something about twins, but go ahead.
It's weird. We found out later on, like 10 years after we had gone out of high school and everything, that this dude was really two dudes.
I'm just gonna watch
Golly.
his expression. I'm gonna play this.
Okay.
But they fought with knives. They really were good at it too.
Good
Yeah, we
date.
didn't do stuff like that when we got high.
I once dated a girl with a twin. People asked me how I could tell them apart. Lisa painted her fingernails purple, and Bob had a cock.
Like that shot. Wow. I was thinking fart rhymes.
Bob had a cock.
Oh, that gave me a headache immediately. Wow.
You gotta love TikTok.
Oh my God. Was that TikTok?
Yeah,
I love
while we were waiting for the timer to run down, I was like thumbing through, and I was like, oh, I started that shit cracked me up.
Yeah.
And Bob had a cock.
The way he said it.
cock.
It's like out of nowhere. I wasn't even expecting it. It was like, what? Okay. Damn.
I figured we'd end on a good note,
Yeah.
on a little happy note.
Word.
And
Yeah.
Get off
It is happy time.
Get off the crank and get on the cock.
I've been off that shit for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paris, Texas. That was a long time ago. It's one of the reasons why I won't go back.
Yeah. No, I hope you don't ever go back. And
Can't. People know me there.
well, I mean, just to the other stuff too. But
Yeah. Oh no, because I know I'll if I ever got a hold of that stuff, it would be over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to see you rot your soul.
Well, crank. I don't know if it does that. I just know that I felt superhuman.
Yeah, I feel like it does. It just eats your soul.
It,
But what
yeah,
the
it
fuck do
does.
I know? I've never. I mean, the hardest fucking like I did coke once, one fucking time, and I will never do it again. I was so scared of it. The reason I was so scared of it was because everything I had ever heard, because of the war on drugs, was that you take it once and you're addicted. immediately. And it didn't happen. I don't want it again. I don't want to ever do that shit. I mean, especially after the night that I had, because it doesn't last very long.
No.
And my cousin, we was in Vegas right after my divorce, and I think, did I tell you this story? Yeah, I think I told you too, right? Okay, so anyways, if you haven't heard it, go back and try to find it.
Go back and try to find it.
I've
Good
done
luck.
coke a lot, and I've never liked it. I don't know why I would do it.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're around people that don't do it though, and you don't like it, it's easy to stay off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That was the hardest drug I've ever done. And, you know.
But when you like it, like the crank, yeah, you gotta stay away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved to Arkansas to get away from it, and that wasn't far enough. So,
Well, hopefully Jacksonville, Florida. Hopefully we're far enough
that
away.
meth thing scares me because it's everywhere now.
Yeah. Well, this was they did a whole documentary about like the OxyContin Express. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a documentary called the OxyContin Express and it was based on Florida. That they called Florida the OxyContin Express. Like this is where people would go to get their drugs. Because we have, I don't know if they're still around, but the pain management centers.
Yeah.
And you would literally just go in there and say, my back hurts. And they're like, okay, here's a prescription for Oxys.
Well, see, that's why I freaked out about what we found the other day. Because what if?
Yeah.
What if I wasn't scared that you would show up, or
Which
that
is
he
what
wasn't here?
Which is what prompted all the cameras that we just put up.
You freaked
This
me out.
place is fucking monitored.
I don't want to take a chance of ever going back to that place.
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was difficult.
Somebody had like left some shit on the doorstep.
No,
like,
no.
on the steps.
It wasn't on the steps. It was in the back patio, and you could tell it was more than one person because they left the mess and they was using it there.
Oof.
It was there, and you know, it was the one night, and I can't really say the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was the one night that there was nobody watching, and so they would have had to they would have had to been watching.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think of, unless it was just, you know, whatever. Coincidence, yeah.
It could have been.
But what
Somebody
if they were
knew.
watching?
Yeah, but somebody knew that space was there and how to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was, I don't know.
But we battened the hatches down now, so.
I mean, I rarely overreact, I think. Maybe I do. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I knew who it was.
Well, on that note, I'm ready to wrap this motherfucker up.
Yes, I love this.
Yeah, we do it. We only usually do ours for an hour.
Yeah, but I just love it because, you know, the two of y'all. I love y'all. So.
Well, we love you too,
No,
bitch.
don't say it again, please.
Huh?
No. Mm-mm.
No? Don't say it back.
You can't. Alana can, but not you. It's gay.
It's gay. No homo. You're supposed to say no homo.
I'm just joking. I love you,
We're
man.
gay as fuck.
I know we are.
Doc, just today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to have her.
I'm only gay when I'm sucking. Whoa, hey.
Hey, whoa.
Only on Tuesdays, remember?
That's right. Only on Tuesdays. Evie constantly goes, hey, Jim. I'm like, what's up, Evie? You're gay. I'm like,
Nice.
only on Tuesdays.
Is she going to be on the kitchen table discussion show?
I don't know, maybe.
Does she want to?
Oh, yeah. She would totally.
She's been on it before.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was way younger. She was so little.
I know.
I'll never forget. She was little and annoying. On a
She's turning
podcast.
into a woman now.
So on a
though.
podcast,
She is
you know,
becoming a little lady.
it was like you don't want to hear a bunch of bullshit in the background. This little turd ponies up to the fucking table. She's got like cereal in one. She had two bowls. One was cereal. The other one she put like Coke and ice in a bowl,
Oh, yeah.
and she was drinking it in a bowl.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, and then she was going like in the microphone.
Into the microphone.
She thought it was funny, like ASMR, you know.
That's funny.
Well, I'll never forget when we first got our first set of microphones. I set everything up on the table in the kitchen because, you know, kitchen table. Just and her and Bianca, they put the headphones on and they just sat down in front of the microphone and they started playing because the thing I gave you, the Yamaha thing. it had like voice effects and stuff, and they were like playing with all the echo and
really?
reverb and shit like
We
that.
still got it in there.
Yeah, we might have to whip it out. Well, Homeboy wanted me to record shit. I'm like, I can,
Yeah, but no, she's. I can't like whenever she was here the last time, she looked taller.
She's grown.
Yeah.
Eye roll.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's
Off the air, we can do it off the air, but I'm just like I don't know why I'm asking.
it's hard.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
'Cause I never
Watching
thought
her.
I'd have that fear of Coleman getting older, but now I do.
Yep. Because they're becoming more independent and starting to create their own.
Does it make you want to have another one?
I used to want more, but that shit sailed a long time ago.
I want to adopt. I want another chance.
Why?
Because I fucked up the 3.
What do you think? How do you think another one's gonna be any different?
Because I'm more mature now.
Are you?
And I'm around people that
Yeah.
Are
but
you?
Do you really want? I don't know. See, at this point in my life, like thinking about raising additional children is not appealing to me whatsoever.
No.
And that's coming from someone who used to want to have like 6 kids.
Yeah.
I want 10.
So here's my suggestion to you. You
Not boys and
need
girls.
you need a fish. That's what you need.
Fish? No, I mean, I think the appeal was the love from a kid. I mean, just the love from
You
a
can
kid.
love a fish.
You could get a dog.
That's
Don't do that.
wild.
Don't go there.
That's a lot of...
He was going to, and then he ended up not.
I couldn't. I had it. She was going to deliver, but then Tom.
Yeah.
Besides, dogs are a lot of work. Kids, you can ignore, and it's okay.
No, that's not how
Just
that works.
Pretty sure that's not the way that works. Yeah, I think dogs are a lot more.
I just never got a girl, so I would want a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't. I mean,
Girls are sassy.
I know.
They got
it's
smart
cute.
mouths.
I know.
They got smart mouths.
I know. But the pleasure that you get from having a girl as opposed to a boy, I mean, boys are just like,
Yeah.
that's the way they live their life. Girls are like, oh my God! And it's always a drama thing.
is that how it works?
Yeah. Mom, I can't believe this happened. Yeah.
There's definitely always something.
Yeah.
Always something.
I mean-
There's never just nothing. It's never just okay.
Your girls come and see you. Evie comes over and she's like hanging out. It's like, the boys? The fuck are they at? Coleman's asleep on the floor in there. Fuck interacting, I love him, but,
Yeah. Will he be with you tomorrow?
no.
Okay.
He's got a whole other life thing there.
Yeah. Yeah, we were hoping he'd get over there and, roast a weenie or two.
Carve a pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
He's-
we got. She bought a bunch of pumpkins.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Got like 5 pumpkins.
I'd like to do the one where you don't go all the way through and make a little scene. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be dope. Oh, and he's an artist. He might be able to flesh that out.
Oh, please don't expect something really good because it won't be.
He's like, I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out, bitch. I'm tapped
I mean, you
out.
saw what I did today. I was shocked. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck and I were looking at some. We were up there. I call him Chuck, by the way.
I know y'all are very familiar.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Whatever. Y'all are familiar when I'm not here. Y'all are.
He plays both of us. I know he's playing. He's
yeah.
a player. He's
yeah.
a player.
Oh, dude, he's smart fella. He's a
He
fart
is
smeller.
smart.
But we were looking at your pictures from some of the stuff you had done a while
I
back.
wish we could update that stuff, but yeah.
But I was like, there was a one piece that was just so colorful and it was a nice Japanese piece. It was beautiful and big old piece. And I was like, damn, I want to see that shit. That's what I want to see again. I want to see that Omar.
I think that was Jason Bourne.
Maybe. Not Jason Bourne of the Bourne Identity.
No.
The guy's name just happened to be, well, he goes by Jason Bourne. We don't say his real name. We don't talk about Bruno.
No. It's weird. He does not want people to know.
Yeah.
And he was at the doctor's office and they saw his tattoos and the lady was like, wow, you got a full thing. No, I don't. He was telling me the story the other day and she said, sir, you have you have a whole thing. And no, I don't. And she said, no, you don't? And he's like, exactly. He doesn't like filling out waivers with his real name. Whenever we've won awards, he doesn't want them to call his real name out.
Wow.
Yeah. His mom doesn't even know he has these. Like, nobody.
Okay.
Yeah. His sisters, nobody.
So does he cover them all up when he goes over?
He's always wearing something. Now, whenever he got his forearms done, he couldn't do that no more.
I mean, he can wear long sleeve shirts.
Well, not with his family. So they think those are the ones that he's got. But we've like totally crushed almost his whole torso. It's just
wow. That's where I want to live. Before I die, I want to have like. I mean, I want people to be like, "Is that white boy in the Yakuza?" I mean, what's happening?
I can't wait till we get started. I started drawing up. Well, when I had the iPad.
Well, you got my little tiny one now.
I know, with Procreate, but we're supposed to be doing something on you. I forget what it was.
Are we doing a tattoo?
Remember, there was a cover up or something. Was there a fix?
No, that needs to be
touched up.
fixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touched up because I picked at it and it pulled a lot of the ink out. I fucked it up.
We should just do that. I mean, we should just do that.
I heard somebody talking about on a podcast today I was listening to, and they were talking about somebody that they got hit on a motorcycle and they slid across the road, and they had like a tattoo that looked kind of like it was starting to fade, and it pulled all the top layer of skin off, and then after it healed, the tattoo looked brand new again.
What?
Yeah, because
What?
it ripped just the top dermal layer off, I guess, and it revealed fresh ink underneath.
That's why cover-ups. That's why people are so confused about cover-ups. Sometimes you can cover it up,
But
just because it's that old.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, it could be black as black can be, and still it can be covered up with like a red or a yellow.
Huh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You just got to do little tests. But nobody, I shouldn't have said that. Because I had to find that out the hard way.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
That's what it is.
So, it's good stuff.
Yes, I love y'all's show. I really do appreciate you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yeah, you do.
I would love
homo.
to have your voice at least once a month.
I think I can do that.
Seriously, the laughing and the It's either that or we're going to have to hire somebody to come in and do it because, like, damn it.
He just gets tired of hearing my fucking voice, so he wants to hear another female.
How do you think I feel? Just kidding.
So,
Cock.
yeah.
Bob has a cock.
Please like, share, and follow. Download the episode on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating. Leave us a comment on there. Do something. You know, help us out in the algorithm. We appreciate
Share everything.
it. Yes, share everything. And listen to Check the Box as well. We go live every Wednesday night at 8:30-ish. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes it's just me and Omar and
sometimes
down by
we
the
don't.
schoolyard. And sometimes we just say, you know what? Fuck it. Because Jim's got his ass on his shoulders.
Well, no, there was one time I had my ass on my shoulder.
Yeah, we take turns with our asses on our shoulders.
We're emotional gentlemen.
We are emotionally unequipped.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I think y'all should make y'all's logo T-shirts.
We can do that.
I think that's.
We need to get a new one, but
I love that one. What are you talking about?
I look like a. Anyways,
Who made that one? Did you?
No.
oh God, our music stopped.
Whoa.
It never happened.
Bye.
I love it.
See ya.